Alright, consistency is a cool thing. Why? Because with it, you can really achieve anything. Consistency is how I went from this to this in 1 year. And knowing the power of consistency is why I continue to upload YouTube videos even though I haven't seen any crazy results yet. In this video, I'm going to share how I stay consistent in the hard times and how you can too. I'm going to begin using the example of going to the gym. There's a good chance as a guy watching this, you probably saw the title and immediately thought of the gym. Maybe you haven't been consistent and you want to, or you want to begin being consistent with a gym, whatever. Because after all, what guy does not want to be absolutely jacked? So I'm going to use this example. Alright, let's say you wake up one morning and you remember the fact that you want to be absolutely yoked. So you tell yourself, I'm going to go to the gym today. Not right now though, later. Alright, so later comes and suddenly you don't feel like it. You're kind of tired, maybe you had a long day at school or work, whatever, you have a headache. So you decide to stay home because after all, what's one day? It's not going to make a difference. So you stay home, you play video games, you scroll on Instagram, whatever. And you wake up the next day and it's the same thing. You remember you want to get jacked, you say later comes, don't feel like it, you stay home. And then the next day, again. And suddenly you discover the evil power of being consistently inconsistent, and it is decimating your dream to be David Lane. And now you're skipping the gym once again to watch a video about consistency. I'm just kidding. I'm not really kidding. Don't click off yet. Go to the gym after you watch this video. But seriously, how do we fix this? How do you get to the point where you're being consistent whether you feel like it or not, and you're going to the gym, you're working on the business, whatever it is you want to be consistent on, you're doing that no matter what? The first reason why you might be struggling with staying consistent is that you might not have a clear goal. The goal of just being jacked won't help. It's too vague. If your goal is too vague and you don't know what you're fighting for, you simply won't fight. Make it a clear goal. Maybe it's gain 5 pounds, lose 5 pounds, have visible abs, have 20-inch biceps. It could be even just gain as much muscle as you possibly can. Now, I know that's still a little vague, but at least you know what to be doing. At least you know how to optimize your gym sessions, and at least you have a goal, and it's not simply just be jacked. Because being jacked can mean anything. It really can mean anything. It could mean C-Bum, David Lade, this guy. Like, it could mean anything. So you need to have a clear goal so you know why you need to be consistent, all right? If you don't have a why, you're just simply not going to be willing to push through the pain and be consistent no matter what. Now, once you have a clear goal, you need to establish clear steps. And this is reason too why you might be struggling with consistency, is that maybe you do have a clear goal, but you just don't know how to pursue it. You don't know what to do to make progress towards it. You might have the clear goal of gaining 5 pounds of muscle, but you're skimping out on the gym because you don't know what to do. You don't know what exercises, you don't know how to do them, and you feel like you're gonna make a fool of yourself in the gym. You feel like you're gonna embarrass yourself. All right, I have a solution for you. Quit making excuses and go watch a few Jeff Nipper videos. That's all you really need to do. Just look it up. Just go learn it, all right? It doesn't serve you to make excuses, so quit your whining and go watch some videos, go ask for help, or just go start. All you need to do is just go start, all right? I've been lifting for years and I'm still learning things. Every year I look at myself a year in the past and I'm like, yeah, that dude didn't know anything. All right, I'm constantly learning, and that's just what the journey is. You're going to be constantly learning and experimenting and trying new things, all right? So go watch some YouTube videos, go learn some exercises, and get in the gym, all right? Establish some actionable steps. If it's lose weight, research diet, all right? Research cardio that works. It's not that hard. All the information you need is on the internet. Go look it up, all right? All right, so the first reason, maybe you don't have clear enough goals, so establish clear goals. Second reason, maybe you don't have concrete, actionable steps. So establish those, figure those out, easy. Now the third one is a little bit more tricky. It's a little more complicated, hard to explain. And I assume that most of you, this is what you're struggling with. This is what's holding you back from being consistent. And that is, you're living too much in the present, in the temporary comfort. You're not thinking about your future self. All right, try this exercise every time you don't feel like being consistent. For example, like you're right about to go to the gym, or it's before going to the gym and you just don't feel like it. Okay, put yourself in the shoes of you a few hours in the future, all right, after the gym. Put yourself in the shoes of someone who did go to the gym, yourself who did go to the gym, and then put yourself in the shoes of a version of yourself that didn't, all right? How are both of these guys feeling? Do you regret going to the gym? Do you regret not going to the gym? Like, are you feeling happy, sad? Like, are you glad you stayed consistent and went to the gym? Are you glad you didn't? Like, put yourself in the shoes of your future self. Why? Because at some point that's going to be you. And the powerful thing about this is it allows you to separate yourself from your feelings in the moment, insert yourself in the future, and sort of figure out which reality you're going to want to be in a few hours down the road. Does that make sense? Right? Because obviously we don't want to be in a reality that we regret. But if we live too much in the moment, you're just going to choose your temporary comfort, what you feel like now, over how you're going to feel in the future. All right, but if we think about this in a way where your future self is going to be your present self at some point, and if you know you're going to be really happy and you're not going to regret going to the gym and you're going to be feeling fulfilled and like you're making progress in the future, let me tell you, that feeling is an incredible feeling, and it lasts a lot longer than the temporary discomfort that you're going to experience at the gym. And same with that regret of not going, like day after day. Like I've experienced this, I'm sure you've experienced this if you're watching this video, that it builds up and it's not a fun feeling at all, that feeling of regret. So by doing this exercise, you're mitigating regret. All right, you are setting yourself up for success. You are almost like putting yourself in a situation, in an experiment, to know whether or not, like, if you should go to the gym in the first place. Does that make sense? I mean, we all know the answer, but the idea behind this is to separate yourself from your temporary, momentary feelings right now and put yourself in the future. Do you regret it? Do you feel happy? Do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel like you're making progress? Are you excited about it? So try this out. Again, I know it's a little complicated. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions about this, and I can hopefully help and maybe explain it a little better. But just put yourself in the future self. Think about yourself in the future. Okay, how you're feeling, and that will help you stay consistent no matter how you feel in the moment. Because if you truly get good at this, like I've gotten to the point where it's before the gym, I don't feel like it, I can insert myself, I'm living in the future, and I know exactly how I'm going to feel after the workout. And it's true. I've never ever I've been lifting for like 4 years, I've never ever regretted it. Not once. Never. But I sure have regretted not going. So I know how this stuff works. I can always be like, I'm not going to regret going to the gym. I'm just not. So I go, and I'm making progress, I'm being consistent, I'm seeing the power of consistency, and you will too. All right, think about your future self, put yourself in your future self's shoes, and go to the gym, man. Just go to the gym, stay consistent, work on that business, all right? Do that reading. Whatever it is that you want to be consistent with, just do it, all right? I'm not saying it's easy, but it's simple. And you just have to be willing to do what it takes, in which that knowledge that you are capable and that you are just willing to do what it takes, it goes a long way as a man. Dude, it goes a long way, and that will help you stay consistent. You will be consistent. And I can tell you now, like, it's hard at the beginning, but you start to build a habit. Like, I'm at a point where I'm just addicted to the gym. Like, that's really how it is. I get withdrawals if I don't go to the gym for a certain period of time. Like, I just can't help it. So you can get to that point where you're just addicted to being consistent, and that's where you're going to make so much progress, because at that point it's not even a decision, it's just what you do. All right, so try these 3 things out. Make a clear goal, establish concrete actionable steps, and think about your future self. And I promise you, you will be consistent. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Let me know down below if you have any questions or ideas or videos you want to see in the future. And I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time. Go to the gym.